1, 2, 3, 4, and then this row is 5. It's 5 full cords stacked. And my back says that's enough. Today, on In the Wood Yard, it's a stacking day. I got lots of wood to stack, so let's get to it. So in this corner of the wood yard, this is in the very far east corner, I've got this pile right here that's already stacked. That's 2 full cords there. And then there's close to 2 full cords here. Just got like 1 more pallet to go, and then I'll have 2 full cords there. And I've got all of this wood to split. I've got all this wood to cut. And I'm going to walk over to another area that I've got a bunch of wood that is ready to be stacked because it's been split for a while now. So yeah, I still got all that to do. And the wood over here, this is a locust. That last stuff over here was oak. This locust here all needs to be stacked. And there's a pile of locusts way back there, you can see. And then up over here in the middle of the wood yard, there is a bunch of cherry that's already cut and split, and it needs to be stacked into the racks here. And I also have that load of cherry that's back over behind the pile there. You can see that log pile there. That's got to be cut, split, stacked. So all this has got to be done, and sooner versus later, because it is late in the year, and we should already have some snow. We've got a little bit on the ground, but not much. And we're supposed to be getting some more over the next week or so, so we'll find out. But I'd like to get as much of it off the ground as I can before we get a lot of snow. If I get a little bit of snow, I can dig through it, and I can, get it stacked. Also, I've got all this debris that you see here. It's got to go. And I just checked the wheelbarrow will fit right through there, and I can go dump it right back there. And normally I would use the tractor, but I'm not going to, because there's no way to get the tractor in here to access this, because I can't drive through there, because that's my drainage area for the detention of water, and that is not froze yet. So that would be soupy, and I would just dig it all up. So gonna have to do it old school. Gonna have to scoop this stuff up into the wheelbarrow and just go dump it right there. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get busy. I got about 4 hours today, so we'll see what we get done. It's a beautiful sunny day. Good day to work outside. Let's get busy. So the first thing I'm gonna do today is get this debris out of here so that I have an easier place to work. I'm going to actually start stacking down on that end, but I'm gonna get this out of here before it gets froze to the ground. And it's already not gonna be easy to get up because it's partially froze. And I'm going to try to pull out some of the kindling that's in here, stuff that's long pieces like this I'll throw over into a pile, but I'm not going to be super picky because I can't spend all day picking through scraps, because that's not the good way to make money. I just throw it out as I see it. I mean, if there's some in here, which there is, I'll throw it off to the side and use it for kindling, or give it away, I should say, which is what I've been doing. And this is all from oak, so it's not necessarily the best kindling. I actually prefer softwood for kindling. Pine is excellent. And then the other softer hardwoods like poplar, aspen, cherry, stuff like that makes really good kindling. Actually, some of the best kindling there is, I think, is probably like cedar is awesome for kindling. Willow is really good kindling. Basswood is good kindling. The wood that's not super dense as far as, the hardness of the wood. But the stuff works too, and people do appreciate it when I give it to them. There's some odd size ones in here. Yeah, this is the kind of work that is not profitable, having to clean up, because there's no money in this. Well, for me anyway. I know there is for some people. They sell all this stuff. But I don't have enough volume to make it worthwhile. So again, I'm just throwing off the small chunks here that are long enough for kindling. Get this all cleaned up. So we're going to speed things up now. You're going to watch some progress happen. Hopefully I'll go into Superman speed here, or Steve Austin speed. If you're old enough to know who Steve Austin was. Not Steve Austin, the wrestler. I think he's a wrestler. I mean Steve Austin, the $6 million man. was a good show back in the day. There it is. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this row is 5. It's 5 full cords stacked. And my back says, that's enough. A lot of bending over today. I got pretty much everything. There's only a few little chunks and pieces here. I'll clean this up. Got to get this split, but I'll just continue this direction right through here with some of the stuff on this end of this pile, and then down on the other end, my plan is that I am going to clean up this stuff here. This is all dry wood that's ready to sell, and then there's a whole bunch of pieces of kindling there. And my plan is that I will start cutting on this end down here on this pile, and I will move the rounds this direction, and then a lot of that will be stacked kind of right where I'm standing right in here. So I keep it this way as far as possible with this load, and then I can just continue with more loads as I get them that way. The whole name of the game is use the space efficiently, but yet, let the wood dry. Now this pile here, this one that's in front, this row you see right here, I did an additional row because I was running out of room and I couldn't progress that direction. So what I did was, when I got about in here somewhere, instead of just doing full cord, full cord, full cord, I did a 4th row out here of a single row here. So from here all the way down to where it's crisscrossed right here is 2 face cords, or 2/3 of a cord, and then I did a single face cord or 1/3 of a cord from right here. So really this whole row is another full cord all the way down to the end there. So that's 24 feet, would that be? So it'd be 8, 8, 8, yeah, 24, something like that. 24 feet. And it's a bunch of wood. So the sun is setting. The day is done. My back says go home and have some supper. That's what my back is telling me. So tomorrow when you come back, my first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of the rounds down there that are dry, put them into this pile right here of stuff that's ready to sell. Then I think I'm going to clean this debris up right here, get this stuff split, and then all this whole area right here will be done. And then the next project I think is I'm going to start stacking on the locusts right here. And so that's what I'd like to get done first, to get this locust all stacked right through here. This is a half a truckload right through here and there. And then after that, then I want to go up front and get this little bit of cherry that I have up here stacked. So my plan is to get all of the stacking done before we get much snow. And then once we do get snow, to not cut everything all at once like I usually do, because when you get a lot of snow, everything you're cutting just gets buried. So what works better, I think, is to cut and then split, like I say, a cord at a time, maybe 2 cords, and get it stacked right away. If there's not a lot of snow, I can just get it done right away and then move to the next one. Because what happens is if you get into a pile and you cut the whole pile up and you got all those rounds and you get a foot or 2 of snow, which can happen here, it's buried. And it's a pain in the butt digging it out. So it usually ends up sitting there till spring, which can happen to stuff like this too. If this would get buried in snow, that's where it would be till spring. But I really like to get it off the ground, get it so that it can breathe, get it organized so I can make more space. So that is kind of the plan, is to just kind of keep progressing on getting some of this stuff done. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for being here. You know what to do. Hit the buttons, hit the like, the subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to be back in the wood yard. You should come back. It'll be fun. We'll do more work, because work is fun. Work makes the man or the woman. That's it. Good night, Irene.